Welcome to this detailed demonstration of the third and final segment of the Notification of Intent to Submit milestone, released as part of the HDR Thesis and Examinations project. This video steps through the approval and processing states at the end of the milestone. This includes the finalization and approval of the examination panel by the Associate Dean, approval of thesis access restrictions by the Dean HDR, and final processing by the HDR Examinations Office. First, we will look at the e-form from the point of view of the Associate Dean. The introduction page shows details regarding the current milestone and the nomination of examiners process. The candidature details page shows the student's program and scholarship details, information on their submission dates, their supervisory panel, and their unofficial transcript comments. If the candidate has applied for thesis access restrictions, these details are provided on the Thesis Access Restrictions page. Details include the type of restriction, the length of time requested, which sections of the thesis need to be restricted, as well as supporting information provided by the candidate. Reasoning surrounding the decision can be provided in the text box. The Nomination of Examiners page displays the nominations put forward by the delegated authority for review by the Associate Dean. The first section of this page provides information on the requirements for selection of an examiner, as well as providing suggestions of examiners from the candidate. This section shows the number of examiners required for the examination, as indicated by the delegated authority. The number of examiners appointed must be equal to this number in order to progress the milestone. The Examiner Details section displays details regarding the nominees as organized under the following accordion tabs: Personal Details, Academic Organization, Experience, Contact and Availability, Sanctions, Previous Collaboration, and Conflict of Interest. Once you have reviewed the nominations, you will be asked if you wish to appoint the examination panel based on the information provided, or send the milestone back to the delegated authority for amendment. For each nominee, select whether or not they should be included on the examination panel. Additional comments can be provided before submitting the milestone to the next party in the process. We will now focus on the Thesis Access Restrictions approval, which is endorsed by the Associate Dean and approved by the Dean HDR. This step only occurs if the candidate has requested delayed public access of over 12 months or full confidentiality. The first few pages of the e-form are the same as seen in the Associate Dean state earlier in this video. The Thesis Access Restrictions page displays details regarding requests for restricted access and provides the opportunity for the Dean HDR to amend any requested restrictions. The first section of this page provides information on the type of restriction. Details on the requested restrictions are shown here, including the type of restrictions, requested time, reasons, and sections to be restricted. A supporting statement from the candidate is shown, as well as comments from the primary supervisor, delegated authority, and the Associate Dean, where applicable. The Dean HDR has the option to either approve the request in full, approve with amendments, or not approve the request. If the restriction request is declined at this point, delayed public access will be granted for 12 months, which is the largest period not requiring approval. If amendment of the restrictions is selected, the number of months, type of restriction, and sections to be restricted can be altered. Additional comments and documentation can be provided in the text box provided, which will be shown to the candidate upon submission of the milestone by the Dean HDR. Upon review and amendment of the main reason for thesis access restriction, the milestone can be submitted for final processing. The details of the thesis access restriction are then pushed into the student administration system. The final stage of the milestone is completed by the university's HDR Examinations Office. The first few pages of the e-form are the same as seen in the Associate Dean state earlier in this video. On the examiner's page, there is a table showing the name, institution, and contact details of each of the examiners approved by the Associate Dean. After a manual update of the details in the Student Administration System, or SAS, a second table shows the examiner details. Once these details match, the milestone can be submitted and the process is complete. Thank you for your interest in the thesis and examination improvements to the HDR student e-forms. Further support videos detailing the rest of this milestone are available on the Thesis and Examinations Project website, which can be found by visiting the Service Improvement Group webpage, selecting Project Management, and then searching for HDR Administrative Support. If you have any suggestions for further functionality, improvements, or would like to provide feedback regarding eForms or the support video, please visit the Service Improvement Group webpage, where you can access the University Services Feedback Framework to submit a short feedback eForm.